I woke up to silence, not the soft kind, but the kind that presses against your ears, heavy and accusing. The machines had gone quiet, the monitors gone dark. My body ached, every muscle stiff. But worse than the pain was the emptiness. No one was there. No dad, no siblings. Just a folded note on the nightstand. We stopped paying. Good luck. I stared at the words like they might change shape, like maybe they weren't real. My eyes burned, my chest tightened. I cried for an hour, letting the tears fall freely, letting the anger build behind them. The betrayal was a tangible weight. My own father, my father, had abandoned me. And then the door opened. My lawyer walked in, but he wasn't alone. A man in a sharp, dark suit followed him. I didn't recognize him. Didn't recognize the calm in his eyes, the faint smirk that didn't belong in a hospital room. "Your father made a mistake," my lawyer said, leaning casually against the doorway. "He forgot who you really are." I wanted to scream, to shake them both, to demand answers. But something cold settled over me instead, a clarity I hadn't felt before. I remember the first time I trusted him completely. My father had been larger than life, untouchable, a man whose word was law. He smiled, and I believed him. Shared dreams over Sunday breakfasts, promises whispered on sleepless nights. I had never imagined betrayal could come from him, and yet here it was. I began noticing the cracks slowly, the subtle shifts in tone, the business meetings I wasn't invited to, the contracts signed without my knowledge. Little things at first. A name in a ledger that didn't belong. A transfer that didn't make sense. My gut screamed, but I let the outward calm mask the storm inside. Then the hospital, the accident, the coma. Convenient, isn't it? Convenient timing for him to vanish. Convenient timing to erase me from everything I had a right to. I didn't weep in secret. I thought. I planned. Every detail, every resource, every legal loophole was a step in a path only I could see. I didn't lash out. I didn't call. I waited. Calculated. Step 1, financial disentanglement. I had access, quietly, from accounts even my father thought I didn't know existed. Step 2, reputation. Quietly, subtly, I reminded his allies of the man he truly was, the one who abandoned family for profit. Step 3, leverage. Contracts, confidential memos, indiscretions carefully documented. By the time I moved, the board didn't just respect me, they feared what I knew. Every move was deliberate. No one suspected me. I smiled, I nodded, I played the grieving daughter. Meanwhile, the empire I had been born into, the life they thought they owned, shifted under my hands like sand. Then came the day. I walked into the office he thought was untouchable. I wasn't angry, I was serene. He looked at me and saw the girl who had cried for hours. He didn't see the predator beneath the calm. "You're here," he said, voice wavering, not commanding, not certain. "I am," I replied, simple. I watched as the realization dawned. Every board member, every investor, every deal he counted on, suddenly mine. His allies whispered, his partners hesitated. The empire he had built on fear and manipulation, crumbling. And he understood it, piece by piece, as I let him. He tried to negotiate, tried to charm, tried to bribe, all useless. Every door he thought locked was open to me. Every ally he thought loyal had already turned. He was alone. And then he saw the final proof, the accounts, the contracts, the evidence of every betrayal, every lie he had buried. I didn't shout it, didn't rub it in. I handed him the files and let him read. He trembled, finally understanding that I hadn't just survived, I had thrived. And I had done it without his help. You can't," he stammered. "I already did," I said. Later, in the quiet aftermath, I sat alone in my office. The city lights flickered outside like tiny judgments. Relief was a weightless thing. Satisfaction wasn't about revenge. It was about recognition, about power reclaimed. My father's note was gone now, irrelevant. The betrayal burned no longer. I didn't need him to apologize. I didn't need anyone to witness my rise. I just needed the truth of my own strength. And now I have it. I closed my eyes and finally let the tears come. Not for him, not for the life he tried to erase, but for me. For the girl who woke up from a coma to an empty room and built an empire in the silence. I am unbroken. I am undeniable. And he remembers who I really am.